Here it is, folks. About 13 minutes till 4 o'clock p.m. in the evening / afternoon. And I have to leave in about 10 minutes to go to my guitar lessons for the day at Peachtree Learning Center in Cookeville, Tennessee, where I live. And so I've got a little bit of time to do another video like this, another kind of like, vlogging video. And you can kind of see the bee getting happy over that. My wife loves that thing. She was kind of disappointed she couldn't get a flower one, but that's all they had at the Dollar Tree. Anyway, what I wanted to do was show you my library, okay? And in the whole spirit of trying to do some new things and getting more things done, here is just something different that I use to help me, motivate me, to get me some ideas and, things like that. But this is my library. I haven't read some of these in a long time, but I'm just going to go through a few of them at a time, here and there, just as something different to do. So if you'll walk with me, I'm not going to go over those right now. There's some more books that are hanging out other places, and so we're going to get some of those out of the way. And first of all, we're going to take a drink, because I have been talking non-stop for about an hour, and I'm thirsty. And what I do is I reuse apple juice cartons. And if I can get it to where it'll, apple juice cartons. They work wonders for water. I use these to drink out of, and usually I can get done with these. I could probably go through 2 or 3 of these a day. I love them that so much. Let's get a couple books out of the way. Let's do 2 of these. Got one right here I can bring over with me. These are books I have read and that I am working on. Here's a little reminder of one of the things I mentioned last time, and that is the book by Brian Tracy called Eat That Frog. I just made myself a little visual there so that every time I see it, it'll remind me to get the bad stuff done, the most pressing stuff, not most pressing, but the most important stuff done first every day. And I recommend you go and check that video out. So now I'm going to get off me and get on some more books here that I've got. Okay, the first book we're going to talk about is this one right here. This book is called The Back of the Napkin by Dan Roam. Okay? This book says it's solving problems and selling ideas with pictures. Expanded edition. I like it. It's nice and flexible. It's a nice thick book. You can see the back of it. And Seth Godin recommends it, as you can see there on the back. A bunch of different reviews. And got all kinds of different, good things to say about it. But inside, if you look at it, let's go ahead and plop it down here. Basically, this takes you, and this is for people who are not even visual, who think they cannot draw. Because all you really need to do, and he explains this, is draw some basic shapes. And he takes you from the process of looking at problems and seeing them in a better light, and then kind of imagining what they could be, and then you draw it out and you show it. And you don't have to, all this stuff, a lot of his stuff is very basic. Nothing very complicated, just a bunch of different shapes, And he kind of helps you, what's the word, contain your thoughts, find your thoughts, put them down on paper, kind of group things together. And this is an awesome book. I keep referring back to it over and over again. It's just very amazing for people who are creative in nature, especially musicians or artists, people that wants to express themselves in different ways and wants to find another way to solve problems because their way of writing everything down doesn't work. It's really good to use visualization and use these visual abilities to do this. And he goes through what to do, and in the back here is a nice little expanded index on how the brain works, different things like that, and just some tools to kind of remind you of what you need to become, a good person who thinks visually. And there's one, I can't find it right now, but it's called The Swiss Army Knife. Okay, I found it. It's in chapter 16, Drawing Conclusions. It talks here about the Swiss Army knife, visual thinking. And he kind of draws a Swiss Army knife with all the different tools that he talks about in the book. Starts off with just a basic drawing, tells you the different tools until you complete them in the back here. This is a very good book. I highly recommend it if you're looking. This is a good read as well. It's very interesting. It's very, something I continue. And usually I don't buy a book unless I know I'm going to read it more than once. Unless I'm going to, get a lot out of it and get a lot of mileage out of it. And this book has been a really, really good inspiration for me. and a good help for me to help convey my ideas through pictures. The most recent one that I bought is called Drawing Solutions by Patty Dobrowolski, and I found her on YouTube. If you look up her name on YouTube, you'll find her, and she did a whole 10-minute presentation for TED Talks. It was very, very cool, and I'm trying to get this done. I'm just noticing the clock got like 5 minutes, but as you can see there. But this is called Drawing Solutions, and she does a really good job in this, how visual goal setting will change your life. And I'm almost done with this. As you can see, I'm about that far from being done. And this book is not as visually thick. In other words, it doesn't have a whole lot of, example pictures and everything. She just has some pictures that relate to what she's saying in those paragraphs. But this is all about drawing a map of your life, where you are now, where you want to go, and how to get there. And this is basically what it's all about. You have your current reality, you draw your little pictures of where you're at, and you take 3 bold steps to help you get into your desired new reality. And then this is what your desired new reality looks like. You draw pictures based on that. And at the end, she has some examples from where she has done this for, different companies, organizations. And so here's an example. Here's the current state, current reality. Here's what it looks like. I hate my job. I'm bored. I want to do something else. I want to be, make a difference. What are you going to do to get there? What's it going to look like when you do get there? This is a visualization. It's kind of like a vision board. You draw what reality that you want, so that it will give you something to work towards. It gives you a visual goal. And that's what it says, how visual goal setting will change your life. And there's a couple of examples of how she's done this for other people and other companies and organizations. But this is a very good book. It's on Amazon. That's where I got it. It's like $14. And I didn't want to buy it at first, because I wasn't, sure that, why buy another drawing book when I already had the back of the napkin? I didn't want to waste the money or anything, but I'm glad I bought it because it's totally worth it. It has some great ideas in there about drawing and some stuff that Dan didn't cover. More about, what to expect, how to overcome certain hurdles when you're drawing, goal setting and things about goals and all that. This is more about problem solving, the back of the napkin. This is more about getting to where you want to be in life. So it's really cool. Really good couple books there. I'm going to post some of these every now and then too. Like I said, it's what I'm into. I like books. I like to read. I want to be informative and help you guys out to find some things that maybe where you're at in your life you need help with. Okay? So this has been a short video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll do some more of these, but right now I'll leave you with the clock ticking down for me to go to my next lesson. Tick tock, tick tock. That's a very slow tick tock. Anyway. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe. Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think of this video and what you think about these 2 books. If you have them, if you've read them, if you've not, if you want to, whatever you want to talk about, you guys, just leave it below. Thanks so much. I'll see you later.